The sound of footsteps echoed through the marble corridors of the British Museum, breaking the sepulchral silence of the London dawn. James Bond, the legendary 007 agent, moved with the feline grace of a predator, his watchful eyes scanning every shadow for hidden threats. Their mission that night was not only crucial to the security of the United Kingdom, but potentially to the global balance of power. It had all started 3 weeks earlier, when a mysterious package arrived at MI6 headquarters. Inside, an old map and an enigmatic note that promised to reveal the location of a treasure capable of rewriting history. Preliminary analyses confirmed the authenticity of the map, dating it to the 16th century, a time of great navigation and discoveries. What intrigued experts, however, were the notes in its margins written in a cipher that challenged the agency's best cryptographers. The austere head of MI6, has summoned Bond to an emergency meeting. "Chosun," she said, her grave tone echoing through the meeting room. "We have reason to believe that this map leads to something far more valuable and dangerous than gold or jewels. Our sources indicate that it is the original plans of the machine of Antikythera." Bond raised an eyebrow, intrigued. The Antikythera machine, discovered in 1901 in the remains of a Greek shipwreck, was considered the first analog computer in history, dating back more than 2,000 years. Its complexity defied modern understanding and suggested a level of technological knowledge far beyond what was believed possible at the time. "But that machine has already been found," Bond observed. "What we found was just a fragment," 007 replied, activating a holographic screen that showed detailed schematics of the artifact. "We believe the complete machine was capable of much more than calculating astronomical positions. If our theories are correct, it could predict and potentially manipulate future events." The implication was clear. Such technology, in the wrong hands, could alter the course of history. Bond was given his mission: decipher the map, locate the machine's complete plans, and ensure they did not fall into hostile hands. The investigation sent Bond into a race against time around the globe. In Athens, he infiltrated a secret society of archaeologists who guarded ancient secrets. A breathtaking chase through the narrow streets of the ancient city ended with Bond obtaining a crucial key to decipher part of the code on the map. Then, a clue led him to the heart of the Amazon, where he faced not only the dangers of the jungle but also a faction of high-tech mercenaries led by Alexei Volkov, a Russian oligarch obsessed with lost technologies. A tense confrontation in a lost city resulted in the discovery of an artifact that, when combined with the map, revealed precise coordinates. These coordinates pointed to an unexpected location, a secret chamber beneath the British Museum itself. The irony was not lost on Bond. The treasure had been right under their noses the whole time. Now, as he crept through the museum corridors, Bond knew he was not alone. Motion sensors detected other presences moving stealthily through the building. Volkov and his men had also cracked the riddle and were determined to get to the plans first. Using a scanning device provided by Q, MI6's genius quartermaster, Bond located the hidden entrance to the secret chamber, cleverly camouflaged behind an Egyptian sarcophagus. As he entered the passage, he inadvertently activated an ancient security system, and the hallway quickly began to fill with sand. With agility and ingenuity, Bond navigated a series of deadly traps, each more elaborate than the last. Constellation-based puzzles, complex hydraulic mechanisms, and even a reality-warping mirror maze tested their skills to the max. Finally, he arrived at a central chamber, a circular room dominated by a gigantic, complete version of the Antikythera engine. The device hummed softly, bronze gears moving in hypnotic patterns, as if it were alive. But Bond was not alone. Volkov and his men had arrived by another route, and a fierce battle broke out in the ancient chamber. Shots echoed, ricocheting off the stone walls, as Bond used his cunning and training to overcome his enemy's numerical superiority. At the height of the confrontation, a stray shot hit the machine. Sparks flew, and the buzzing increased to a deafening roar. Holographic displays appeared in the air, showing rapidly changing timelines, alternate futures unfolding and collapsing within seconds. Bond sensed the imminent danger. The machine was overloading, threatening to not only destroy itself but potentially tear the very fabric of space-time. With seconds to act, he made a difficult choice. Instead of trying to save the machine or capture Volkov, Bond initiated the chamber's self-destruct sequence. As the walls began to crumble, 007 managed to escape through an emergency tunnel, taking with him just one critical component of the machine, enough for MI6 to study the technology, but not enough to pose a global threat. Emerging onto a London side street, Bond watched the crowd gather as sirens wailed in the distance. The British Museum remained intact, The collapsed secret chamber contained deep underground, its secret once again hidden from history. Adjusting his tie and brushing the dust off his immaculate suit, James Bond disappeared into the crowd. Another mission completed, another global disaster averted. The world would still not know how close it had come to a catastrophe, and Agent 007 was already mentally preparing himself for his next adventure. As he walked, Bond reflected on the nature of his mission. The treasure hunt was not just about finding a valuable artifact, but about protecting the delicate balance of the world. True wealth, he concluded, was not in gold or ancient technologies, but in the freedom and security that his work provided, even anonymously, for millions of people. The rising sun cast a golden glow over the streets of London, symbolizing a new day and new possibilities. For James Bond, it was just another day at the office, if you can call the whole world an office. With a discreet smile, he disappeared into the shadows of the city, ready for the next call of duty, the next adventure, the next treasure hunt that could change the fate of the world.